Chapter 6, Love and Service. Love unites humanity. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. We are determining the best approach in this moment of how to deliver our current transmission. We know that there are so many of you who are receiving these transmissions, but also struggling in your daily lives. We want to soften the intensity of what you are going through right now by giving you some good news. You have achieved a level of consciousness on planet Earth that has never been exactly this high before. Of course, you've had pockets of areas, you've had civilizations, you've had entire continents in the case of Atlantis, where the consciousness reached a very high level. But as far as the entire Earth goes, there has never been so much love and compassion amongst humanity as there is right now. You can point at the areas where humanity needs to do a lot of evolving and wonder where we are talking about. But what we are talking about is the fact that when you have injustice, wars, mass shootings, when there is any report going out into your many forms of media, there is more love and compassion coming back from the collective than there has ever been. The tragedies that you experience in your personal lives and on the global scale are evoking the love and compassion from the hearts of your fellow humans. So no matter what you are personally living right now, do not hide your pain from anyone. Give your fellow humans the opportunity to show you how much compassion and unconditional love you can offer. And of course, you have all the opportunity as well to offer that love and compassion to yourselves. You're coming together as a collective because of your willingness to feel. Love will unite all of humanity, and those of you who have done the majority of the heavy lifting for humanity will not only be there in the moment when you can feel the collective coming together, you will also be the leaders that bring humanity into the fifth dimensional frequency range. Self-care is self-love. We have established a connection with all of your guides, and we can report to all of you that your spirit guides are very excited about what they are seeing humanity moving towards. They are optimistic, and they also have a message that hasn't been getting through to most individuals, and that message is that you need to take care of yourself first. So many of you are looking for a purpose and wanting to be of service, and you are forgetting that in order for you to have something to give to another, you first must find a certain amount of balance, a certain amount of vitality, a certain amount of joy in your own life. You have everything that you need to achieve all three. As awakened beings, you know how to balance your energy. You now know how to meditate, and you know how to follow the path of joy. You need not worry about overdoing it when it comes to self-care, which is really self-love in action. And the reason why you needn't worry about overdoing it is that any time that you are in a state of joy, you are allowing more energy to flow to you and through you. You ground that high-frequency energy into your bodies and into the planet. You are more likely to spread joy around to others when you are taking care of yourself. You are more likely to smile. You are more likely to be kind and courteous. You are more likely to not let things get to you and have a tendency to get to you when you are overdoing it in terms of your physical action and in terms of the amount of stress you are taking on. Now is not the time to be adding things to your plate. Now is the time to be relaxing and receiving, and then you can think about how much more you can contribute. By holding a high vibration has to be of paramount importance to those of you who are awakened. The rest of the collective is counting on you. They need leaders, and you need to lead by example. You need to lead by empowering yourself and then showing others how they can do it. Love you like we do. We have been discovering the eccentricities that exist within humankind, and we find most of them quite endearing. We find the things that you are ashamed of to be that which makes you most lovable. We wish we could give you our perspective so that you could release your feelings of shame, your feelings of being unworthy. We wish that we could just help you somehow get over the idea of fitting in. We love that which makes you unique. We especially get excited when we see one of you who is determined to be who you are, in spite of the fact that you most certainly are not going to fit in. It is refreshing to say the least when one of you is happy with who you are, and we are beyond joyful when we experience one of you in a state of unconditional self-love. If you can, in this moment, release something that you feel ashamed of, you could go so far into a higher frequency that you would likely see the effects on your life very quickly. If you could let go of the need to fit in and be who you really are, you could easily find yourself in a job that you want or in a relationship that you desire. Life would be so much easier for you if you could just let go, if you could just remember and remove the self-imposed shackles. And we know that we can help you by continuing to love you when you are not loving yourself. Again, nothing brings us more joy than when we see one of you loving yourselves, but we also take quite a bit of joy in loving you when you're not. Now, you are less likely to receive the type of response from one of your fellow humans, but that is meant to serve you. When someone reflects back to you how you feel about yourself, that person is doing you a favor. Now, of course, the person won't know that. He or she is dealing with their own stuff, and that is why they are putting you down in some way. But it is helpful to know. It is helpful to have that reflection so that you can make the course correction, so that you can join us in loving you unconditionally, and so you can live the lives that you've always meant to live. The power of love. It is the most beautiful experience that you can have to love another person, to find the love that exists within all of you and to feel and project it out. This is the best of the experiences that you have available to you. We don't think it matters whether the person that you love reciprocates that love. It's not what you want to be unrequited in that love that you feel, but whether someone loves you back or not. You still get to decide to be the love that you are. You can be in love with another person and feel completely fulfilled, and again, whether the person loves you back is irrelevant when you are truly in love. Being in love means holding that vibration. It means that you are in that loving state of being. And there is so much joy, excitement, and freedom all tied together with that feeling of love. Being in love with someone who does not love you back is one of the ways that you get to experience unconditional love. Now, many of you feel that it is one of the worst experiences you can have to be unrequited in your love, but that's just your ego talking. We also understand why you would want to have the other person fall in love with you, because then you get to do lots of things together. And let's face it, it's easier to love someone when they're being nice to you, when they're doting over you, when they're touching you, kissing you, and praising you. But you didn't come here for the experience of what is easy. You came to planet Earth because you were up for the challenge. If you can allow yourself to love someone who you may never even meet, we think you have allowed yourself an experience that is a beautiful reminder of what Source experiences. And when you can align yourself with Source, you can tune in to the power of love. Love is a purpose. We have the capacity to love anyone and everyone that we are aware of. And the reason we are able to feel that love is because we have the knowing within us that no matter what someone does, thinks, says, or believes, they are all a part of the same one being. We are all a part of Source and Source's love. We also love planets, moons, stars, suns, and every other imaginable celestial body. It is not something that we take very lightly, this capacity for love. We hold it very dear, and we are certain that we are fulfilling our purpose for existing every single time that we feel love flowing through us. You have the same capacity for feeling love, for being love, for expressing love. But most of you are reserving it for those who you feel it is appropriate to feel it, express it, know it, and so on. If you wanted to feel more aligned with the purpose for your life, and you had no idea what you were supposed to do, your next move that would serve you immensely would be to go within your heart space and feel the love that you are. And once you get that love vibration going, then you can focus on someone you feel needs it. You can practice unconditional love by aiming the love that you feel and want to express at someone who hasn't earned it, someone who might never earn it, someone who is on the other side of the physical political spectrum that you are on. You could aim that love at someone who has hurt you, someone who doesn't seem to love you, and then you'll get a taste of what it is like to be well beyond resentment. You will get a taste of what it feels like to be ninth dimensional and to be Source energy. And if that were the purpose that you decided upon for this lifetime, that would be a grand purpose indeed. You are receiving more to give more. You are bringing more of yourself forward in this time of rapid awakening. This is the time where more and more people are waking up, and they need guides such as yourself to help them through the process. So this is why more of you are already awake or experiencing the integration of more past life aspects of you, and why you are allowing in more of the energy that your oversoul is always sending to you. It is also the reason why you receive so many upgrades, and why you are requiring so much maintenance of your physical vehicles. You need to keep up with these energies that are helping others awaken, and helping you become the guides that you were always destined to become for those who are lagging behind a bit. It's all a part of the process of giving you an experience. You wanted to have the experience of helping others to awaken. They wanted to have the experience of being helped. It has nothing to do with being an old soul or a new soul. It has to do with choice of experience for this lifetime. You are all as old as you can possibly be. and yet you are rebirthing yourselves in every moment into a new version of your original energy signature. Your perspective is always changing to bring new light to this process that is underway. This process of awakening is multi-layered. It is a very complex undertaking, but one that you are all ready for. Again, that is why you are receiving so much at this time. You are preparing yourself to lead the way, to bring others along on this ascension journey. By your example, by your words, and by your energetic support, you give everything to the collective. You are in a constant state of giving, and they are ready to receive more of what you have to offer. That is why it is so important for you to speak your truth. There's no reason for you to hide what you know, because more and more people are ready for the information that you have. They're ready to hear your stories and to follow your lead. You know how important it is to have a mentor or a guide through this process because you found yours at all the right times along your journey. And now this is a time for you to be the one who is offering assistance. We are inviting you to take on that role with enthusiasm and with courage. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.